Good morning, everybody. It's been a while, to say the least. I thought it was about time I did a bit of an update. Haven't been overly inspired to do YouTube videos, but thought I'd bring you guys up to speed, all guys and girls, as a few people have been requesting some updates. So here we go. Right, I can't recall without backtracking to check my old videos what stage I've got up to. But what I believe is that I've put the electrics in. So DC charger, solar, spread the load over 2 fuse boxes, 100 amps capacity each box. That's the distributor for shore power, and that's my inverter. I've only gone for a 500 because I don't particularly need a lot. So I've made that box there. Both batteries actually fit inside, and I have the isolation cut off there, and also at the back I've got another 240 volts there. Currently it's all plugged into shore power, so it's and I've hardwired, well, soft wired a NOCO charger to keep the batteries nice and healthy, which is good. And covering the electrics, then I've got the socket down there, which is going to be underneath the sink, believe it or not. Yes, just so I can have access for cables going out the door. I've got a sink which is going to go there, which is this little item here. I've literally had covers here, I've made hard tops here with cabinets going up the side, and I didn't like it, so I took it all off. I'm going to start again. So I wasn't too amused. What I have done is that's going to be a bench with a lifting top. Ideally I made it so it fits those boxes, the really useful boxes, and had a custom made cushion done, so that cushion fits it exactly, which is nice, and got it covered. But that's just the cover for the cushion. I've yet to finalise the design for putting what colour material. All the lights work, so let me show you what I've done. So once this is all covered, because the panelling is going to come up at an angle, so some of the switches do protrude out at present, but all the switches are actually going to be hidden. There is another switch there, but I've got it disconnected because I've been working on it, and there's another one there. So what I've done, I've actually installed cob lighting, cob LEDs. So at the back around the bedroom area it's warm, and at the front I've got it white light. And when it's all done, I've just took these panels off. I've had them all up. I should have put them back up because it looks a lot nicer when they're all up. Just trying to do this for you, but you get the idea. So the panels are going to go like that onto the roof, so it's all nice and discreet. Looks pucker, looks really nice. That's an old word, isn't it? Pucker. I have been working on the ceiling, which has really held me back, purely because I really didn't know what I wanted to do, and I really didn't want to put pine cladding up there. So I bit the bullet yesterday and ordered, I've got it sitting in the back of my transporter, which is over there. Ta-da! I've got 2 5.5mm ply panels that are 2.4 meters long by 1.2 wide, and I'm going to fit one there and one above me. So 2 panels will cover the whole ceiling, but obviously the panels will only come here, and this will actually bow in when I fit the panels there. So like that, I don't have to go for any expensive paneling and stuff like that, so it's an easy fix, which I came up with a solution recently, because that was really doing my head in, because all the panels, the gap there to there is 1.4 on the beams, and all the widest panels I could find, because I'm not commercial, was 1.2 without wasting a shed load of big panels, which is not something I want to do. So the 2 panels I've got, they're like £26 each. So for like 52 quid, I'm doing the whole ceiling. And what I've redone is, I initially had this colour felt. It just, you can see it's I thought it's smoke, and this is silver. I thought the silver was going to be too light, but in fact it's quite the opposite. That's too dark, because when you compare the silver to the original VW, it's a lot closer. May not look it, but in this lighting it actually is. So what I had done, I'd actually started doing a test by, I don't know if you can see it, doing this side pillar here by the sliding door. What I can show you is, there you go. So hopefully that comes out a lot better. So it's silver. So all of this stuff, I had it all done along here and down there and in the smoke, and didn't like it, so I ripped it all off and redid it all using silver. And this all comes off, so should I need to work on the inside of the door, I can do. So it's all nicely covered and felted, and it's felted up there, so not bad. Bit of a learning curve, but there you go. What's annoying is this is a 12mm ply, and look how it's bowed. I don't know if you can see. And that's bowed since it's been sitting here over the last few months. Not too much of an issue, because I'm going to have a splashback there where the kitchen's going to go. But what I have been working on is tidying up all the cables, going across the top, and it's only the trunk in and across the back. So it's nice and neat. So yeah. So I've been working on doing the ceiling. Hopefully that will come out. That's my plan for the ceiling with the beams, because all the beams are actually from the front. The distance between the beams vary. At the back they're all the same, but at the front they vary. But also across the middle they're all the same. Then the ones on the edge are slightly different, ranging like 150, 152, 155, 152, 152. So what I was doing to test it, I made these little test plates up with the pins in. So what I can do, then what I was going around with my little test plates to making sure I got the spacing right. So this is a 152, which is these puppies on the end. So they fit perfectly into there. And the reason why I've done that is because with the big piece of ply, I need to drill X amount of holes so apart and make sure they're all aligned. So I am going to make, these are all my little demos to make sure I tested all the holes, to make sure all the holes are correct. So I ended up with several of them. I've got a load of more of these extra long panel pins coming, because I didn't have enough from an old project. But there's my other test piece. This is my test ply for the beam with the holes, and so that's for beam B, G to D, A and C. So like that, I know what the distance between the beams are when I'm testing it. So the plan is, when I break out the big panel, the two panels I've got in my transport, and lay it down, I'm going to mark all these out. But prior to doing that, I'm going to do one of these. I've got some scrap, some long ones, and basically put it in here and run it across as far as I can. Then test drill the holes to make sure it works. If it does, because if the centre ones work, they'll all work out to those. Apart from those, they're slightly different. I can get it all to work properly, but I'm doing it cautiously. And again, it's something I haven't done before, so I'm learning. I'm sure there's some clever individuals out there who'll have a better way of doing things. But belt and braces, the way I'm doing it. And again, with the two panels, I've actually got a panel connector so I'm just going to have one strip panel connector that's going to go across, which is good. But I've just got to make sure everything's cut out, and this is all going to be felted. So I've got the new felt turning up in a couple of days, because when I tested it, when I ran it across the top doing a test, it ties in really nicely with the headliner and gives it a very, very clean look. Yeah, but I need to get the ceiling done first. Once the ceiling's done, then I can redo the panels, because I'll have to redo these panels. They're not deep enough, because initially they were coming to here, and now I need them to bow out more. So I'll test it and see how it goes. But yeah, there you go. Well, I hope this is a bit of an update. I'm going to keep it short, because we're already knocking on 10 minutes. So I've just done this in one take. and hopefully everybody will be up to speed. And yes, I know I've been rather negligent on doing the videos, but that's just the way it goes. Sometimes when you're doing these projects, you just kind of want to do it for yourself, which I know is a bit selfish, but that's yeah. Okay, I'm starting to ramble, so I shall leave you to it all, guys. Okay, and girls, and boys, and dogs and cats.